Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. My name is Todd Clark. I am the Senior Director for Student Services here at Penn State Harrisburg. And on behalf of all of us at Penn State Harrisburg, we'd like to welcome each of you, but particularly a hearty welcome to our student honorees that are here today. If you are here today, God, you are amazing, and we are here to recognize you. This is a ceremony to recognize high achievement, reward scholarship, and celebrate your excellence. Joining me up here today is our Chancellor, John Mason. Dr. Mark Kaselica, School Director of the School of Behavioral Sciences and Education. And Dr. Jeffrey Beck, Director of the School of Humanities. Now, we know our students, your success can only be achieved through the great efforts of our wonderful faculty and staff. Would they also rise and be recognized for their great efforts? And let's not be remiss and also recognize the friends and the family that are here in our audience. Can you also rise and be recognized? Thank you. We'll now begin the official presentation of the awards and honors. As we do so, I'd like to call your attention to the printed program you received today. Please visit the Student Awards webpage or scan the QR code on there for a full description and list of all the award winners we're honoring today. This is their second of 3 ceremonies, and you can maybe find some of your friends that are receiving awards other times. Students, as the presenter from the other podium announces your name, you'll come up on that side, walk across the stage, and be greeted by Chancellor Mason and your school director. If you prefer to not shake hands, simply cross your arms across the chest as you process across. You will then proceed behind this podium, and there's wonderful little pink arrows over here directing your path, okay, to a professional photographer with a Penn State Harrisburg backdrop that'll take a picture of you with your award, okay? Those pictures will then be emailed. The proofs of those pictures will be emailed to you after the ceremony. I'd like to now invite Dr. Kaselica to the podium for the recognition of awards from the School of Behavioral Sciences and Education.
Thank you, Dr. Clark. It is a joy and a privilege to take part in this celebration recognizing the outstanding achievements of our students. The mission of the School of Behavioral Sciences and Education is to promote the holistic development and wellness of others by addressing their educational, health, psychological, and social needs through teaching, research, and service. And I must say the students we are honoring today from our school, as well as one of our fellow professional educators, is a great expression of achieving that mission. And I'm honored to call several of our presenters to pass these awards out to students. So let me first say, presenting the Jane Blakely Keat Excellence in Elementary Education Award is Dr. Ruben Asampapa.
Thank you, Dr. Kaselica. Maggie Brent, can you please join me on the podium? Good afternoon, everyone. It is my honor to present the Jane Blakely Keat Excellence in Elementary Education Award. This award recognizes a graduating senior who has excelled in elementary education and demonstrated exceptional commitment, dedication, ethics, professionalism, strong academic performance, and passion in the field of education. As we all know, teaching is one of the most important and challenging professions in the world. It takes a special kind of person to educate and inspire young minds, and Maggie today possesses all the qualities necessary to excel in this field. Her tireless efforts to create a nurturing and engaging learning environment have impacted countless students, laying a solid foundation for her future success. It is with great admiration and respect that we honor Maggie Bryant for her excellent achievement in elementary education. Maggie, congratulations on this well-deserved recognition, and we wish you the absolute best as you continue your journey to become an outstanding teacher.
Presenting the Outstanding Student in Applied Behavior Analysis Award is Dr. Jonathan Ivey.
It is my distinct pleasure to welcome to the stage Mariah McCaffrey. The recipient of the Outstanding Student in Applied Behavior Analysis Award. Well deserved. Mariah embodies the qualities of a highly effective behavior analyst. She possesses precise understanding of advanced scientific principle, concept, methodology, but also demonstrates social tact and grace. These repertoires are often in opposition, yet Mariah has them both. Mariah is one of those rare professionals that is both scientist and politician. She deftly navigates very difficult situations. Mariah has dedicated herself to providing services to those in need, often working with individuals who engage in severe challenging behavior or individuals who have very complex medical and behavioral needs. Mariah, it has been an absolute honor to be part of your professional journey. I know that you're going to go on and absolutely do amazing things. And I ask that you look upon this award as a token of how proud we, the faculty, are of your professional development. Remember us. Please join me in congratulating Mariah.
Presenting the Outstanding Residency Candidate in Teacher Education Award is Professor Danielle Bowers.
Good afternoon. I am pleased to present the award for Outstanding Residency Candidate in Teacher Education. Brianna, would you join me on stage? This award recognizes a teacher candidate who has demonstrated exemplary performance during their student teaching experience with exceptional professional disposition, critical reflection about teaching experiences, culturally responsive practices, and inclusive pedagogical practices. Brianna was nominated by her university supervisor, who recognized her strength as a teaching candidate right from the beginning. Brianna consistently collaborated with her mentor and always sought ways to engage all students. She treated each student as the individual they are and worked hard to help them reach their fullest potential in all areas. Brianna clearly understood how each student has varying needs and made sure her lessons were accessible to all. She is reflective of her teaching practice and was always open to receiving feedback to improve her instruction. She is receiving this award for her outstanding commitment to each student's learning and her dedication to the profession. Please join me in congratulating Brianna Wisman.
Presenting the Outstanding Undergraduate Psychology Student Award is Dr. Kobe Michael.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are so fortunate to have actually two winners of our award this year. And so I'd like to begin with Karen Charleston. Karen, if you would join me here. Thank you. Karen is bright, creative, engaged, and forward-thinking. Her professors say she is so nice. She is very supportive to fellow students. She's wise. When she speaks up in class, it's after processing what the group says and always elevates the discussion. These are some quotes that I have. In addition to being an honors student in both the Capital and Schreyer Honors College programs, she's a Bunton-Waller Scholar and has remained on the Dean's List throughout her Penn State career. The university, the local community, and in fact the global community benefit from Karen's service. She's active in local churches, has served as a peer mentor in the Career Studies program, is a member of Psi Chi, the International Honor Society in Psychology, and she's the current president of the Latino Club, where she previously held other leadership roles as well. She served the global community in trips to Thailand with the Schreyer Natural Hazards Maymester in 2022, and Puerto Rico with the Humanitarian Disaster Relief Service trip in the Alternative Spring Break in 2023. Karen has worked with Dr. Winklejohn Black on various research projects. One of these projects is a qualitative analysis of the critical incidents in clinical supervision of BIPOC supervisees, which was accepted for presentation at EPA and is currently under review for publication. Another study from Dr. Winklejohn Black's lab was presented in poster form at EPA and will be presented as a symposium at the APA conference this year. It's a study of spirituality and refugee support volunteers. She's also authoring a wonderful thesis, or has authored at this point, a wonderful thesis on immigrant student experiences. She's thoughtful in classes and has a strong grasp of theories and multiculturalism. We're so proud of you and so happy that you shared your experience with us. So thank you. Please help me to congratulate Karen Charles. And next we have Ella Durst. Ella, will you join me on stage? Ella is a bright, compassionate, kind, and an advanced critical thinker. Her professors say Ella is supportive and encouraging. Here's another quote. She makes me remember why and how much I love being a professor. She is currently an intern, or was an intern, I guess this is all past tense now, at Laurel Life, delivering family-based mental health services. Her supervisor praised her energy and insight, saying of her work, Ella is a pleasure to have as an intern within our family-based mental health services program. I appreciate her intentionality to detail, I must have mistyped that, and her willingness to come into supervision with purpose. That's true. Ella is very active on campus, serving in leadership roles. She has served as treasurer and vice president of the Programming and Activities Committee and secretary and president of the Golden Z Club, focused on empowering women and girls worldwide. Active in research, Ella presented a poster, Underrepresentation of Women in Politics in National and Local Governments at Penn State Harrisburg Research Poster Exhibition, and is now completed her honors thesis, Current Perspectives on Emerging Adults from Rural Areas on Mental Health and Telehealth Services after Peak COVID-19 in the U.S. She worked on this with Drs. Brailsford and Harrison. She held a research assistant position at the Parent Regulation, Engagement, Stress, and Health Project at Penn State Harrisburg. An exceptional student, Ella has remained on the Dean's List during her entire academic career here at Penn State Harrisburg and is an honor student in the Capital College Honors Program. While Ella received several offers for graduate study, she decided on Indiana University Clinical Mental Health Counseling Master's Program, which is going to begin soon, and she'll be also working there as a research assistant. Her career aspirations are to work with children and adolescents as a school-based therapist. And we're so happy that you shared your time with us, and we hope you won't forget us. Can you help me to congratulate Ella Durst?
Presenting the Outstanding Graduate Student in Teaching and Curriculum Award is Dr. Karen Sprout-Forte.
Hi, everyone. We're lucky to be inside on such a rainy day. So I am presenting the award for the Outstanding Graduate Student in Teaching and Curriculum to Renee Sipos. So Renee is a full-time graduate student in the Teaching and Curriculum Master's Program, while she's concurrently working toward her secondary mathematics certification. Her academic work is impeccable and demonstrates not only a desire to expand her understanding, but also to engage all in grappling with the challenging issues in education today. Renee embodies an insatiable desire to learn and entered every class with remarkable focus and academic curiosity. Renee also served as a research assistant for the Capital Area Institute for Math and Science, making valuable contributions to grants, publications, and the many successful organized events for math and science teachers in the region. In addition, and possibly more importantly, Renee has amazing natural teaching skills. She can lead a room in full group instruction and work one-on-one with students effortlessly, and is an asset in the classroom that students look to for support and help. Congratulations, Renee.
Presenting the Excellence in Secondary Education Award is Dr. Michael Swager.
It's my pleasure to invite Ms. Catherine Amy to the stage. The Excellence in Secondary Education Award is presented to a graduating senior who has excelled in their secondary education program of study and is based on commitment to education, ethics, professionalism, and academic performance. Catherine Amy is receiving this award due to her demonstrated commitment to academic excellence, professional dispositions, and impassioned dedication to her future as an educator. Ms. Amy achieved the highest academic performance throughout her time in the secondary education social studies program and was a successful participant in our year-long clinical residency program during her 7th and 8th semesters. She exhibited a strong penchant for critical thinking and reflective practice in both her academic and clinical experiences, all in service to becoming a more well-rounded individual and better educator for her current and future students. Catherine, your hard work and dedication toward becoming a culturally responsive, transformational social studies educator typifies the mission and vision of Penn State Harrisburg's teacher education program, and I am proud to present this award to you. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Catherine Amy.
Presenting the H. Edgar Weishaupt Outstanding Principal Award and the Roy W. Allison Outstanding Education Alumni Award is Dr. Jane Wilburn.
So I'll present the Edgar Weishaupt Outstanding Principal Award first. So I'd like Abigail Martis to join me on stage. So Abby is a recent graduate with a master's degree in teaching and curriculum, along with our principal certification. Throughout the program, Amy demonstrated an innate ability to lead those she works besides. Abby understands the importance of instructional leadership and puts students first when making any decision that could impact them. Abby is what the future of educational leadership should look like in so many ways. She sets high expectations for herself, and she's always willing to learn. We are confident that Abby will pave the way for all future leaders in education. Please join me in congratulating Abby. The Roy Ellison Outstanding Education Alumni Award is presented to a former graduate of one of our education programs who is outstanding in their field. This award will go to Sandy McBride. Sandy. Sandy has demonstrated leadership here on our campus as the Penn State Harrisburg Career Studies Program Coordinator. In this role, she coordinates all aspects of our inclusive post-secondary education program for young adults with intellectual disabilities. This award recognizes her for her relentless hours that she has committed to the program and the dedication that she has to each and every student in the program. Sandy is outstanding in her efforts to make sure the program runs efficiently and effectively, and her enthusiasm and passion for the program are visible in all of her work. She has distinguished herself in the field of education and is most deserving of this award. Please congratulate Sandy McBride.
Presenting the Outstanding Undergraduate in Kinesiology Award is Dr. David Williamson.
I'd like to invite Ben Lurch to the stage, please. So I'm presenting this on behalf of Tyler Richardson. He is presenting at a conference at this point. It was the actual research mentor that Ben has worked with since he transitioned from engineering program to our program. So Ben is well deserving of the Outstanding Undergraduate in Kinesiology Award. Ben has been the consummate scholar both in the classroom and the research laboratory. Upon becoming a kinesiology major, he confidently laid out his plan to attend graduate school and work in the field of biomechanics. Since then, Ben has done nothing but make good on every step of his plan. He has excelled in all of his courses while simultaneously serving as a teacher assistant and peer tutor for multiple courses. Ben has also worked in the kinesiology biomechanics lab as a research assistant for 3 years on projects ranging from shoulder biomechanics of baseball pitchers to developing new methods to quantify arm function in young and older individuals. He's presented this work at multiple national and regional conferences and has published one article at this point, with others in review in top-notch biomechanics journals. In the summer of 2022, Ben was selected by a prestigious student research program at the American Sports Medicine Institute in Birmingham, Alabama. While this opened up doors of being mentored by the top baseball researchers in the world in biomechanics, Ben completed an early interview at a biomechanics lab at Auburn University, and they immediately offered him a fully funded position to pursue his master's and doctoral work there this fall. So please congratulate Ben. Yeah.
Presenting the Outstanding Graduate Student in Applied Clinical Psychology Award and the Thomas G. Bowers Award for Excellence in Applied Clinical Psychology is Dr. Marissa Harrison.
Hi there. I'm presenting these on behalf of my esteemed colleague, Dr. Stephanie Winkle-John Black. She's the professor in charge of the program, and she couldn't be here today. First, I will present the Outstanding Graduate Student in Applied Clinical Psychology Award, Jordan Cooper. Come on down. Jordan completed her clinical practicum and internship through Laurel Life, a school-based counseling setting. During her time at Laurel Life, Jordan has shown excellence in client care. She is compassionate, attentive, multiculturally responsive, and motivated to learn more about psychotherapy treatments for children. Jordan lights up when she talks about her clients and always offers nuanced, client-centered feedback to her peers in classes. Her supervisor at Laurel Life has described Jordan's work as excellent and noted that she regards Jordan as a colleague rather than a trainee. She also served as the American Psychological Association Penn State Harrisburg president, showing her commitment to leadership among her peers. In that role, she also worked with her peer Andrew Butch to bring world-renowned psychologist Dr. Debbie Ellis to our campus to speak with students, faculty, and staff. And I wanted to add that I got a chance to work with Jordan in a master's paper course, which isn't always easy, but I called her One Draft Jordan because she was superior, all right? So with that, we know you will bring your grace and gratitude and excellence into the field, helping others, and congratulations, and thanks for letting us be part of your journey.
I didn't know that.
I'd like to invite Kelsey Klinger to the stage. Kelsey Klinger has devoted much of her time in the Applied Clinical Psychology graduate program to research on psychotherapy and training. She has published articles in peer-reviewed journals and presented research at regional conferences. Her commitment to expanding the field of psychology's knowledge of multicultural competence and responsiveness is significant and reflects excellence in the scholarship of clinical psychology. Her pursuits embody the classic practitioner-scholar model of psychology, and it is no surprise that Kelsey will continue in that scholar-clinician vein while pursuing her PhD in clinical psychology at the University of North Dakota in August. And I just wanted to add, I got to work with Kelsey too in master's paper, just in a little bit of a different vein, but she was also outstanding. She is confident, poised, friendly, funny, caring, and kind, and she's going to be an all-star. She's going to continue to be an all-star researcher out there. So congratulations. And I wanted to add one thing. This award, Thomas G. Bowers Award for Excellence, is named after our colleague, Thomas G. Bowers, who was one of the best researcher, clinician colleagues we've ever had. And I am confident that Kelsey is following in that path.
Presenting the Betty Fortner Literacy Education Award is Dr. Mary Napoli.
Thank you, Dr. Kasalika. It's an honor to present the Betty Fortner Literacy Education Award, named after our Professor Emeritus Betty Fortner, who actually created the literacy program back in 1976. Would Grace Adams please join us? Grace is receiving this award because of her outstanding academic performance. As a fourth grade teacher and grade level coordinator, Grace demonstrates a keen interest in framing literacy as one of the most powerful levers to increase opportunity and equity for her students. She is a gifted practitioner and teacher researcher who is passionate about transforming literacy instruction, including sharing literature that amplifies her students' understanding of the world. Grace, you have forged an agenda for professional growth that has empowered you to facilitate instruction that is both responsive and rigorous. For example, you prioritized student choice to create a multimodal classroom newspaper as part of the Capital Area Writing Project Fellowship. Moreover, you collaborate with your literacy team to improve word study instruction, resulting in increased student achievement. You are a lifelong learner, and you will continue to impact your students within and beyond the classroom. Congratulations, Grace, and thank you for your commitment to the field of literacy education. Please join me in congratulating us.
Well, I have to say, we have a pretty good job, don't we? Huh? Working with these students. This concludes the presentation of the awards from the School of Behavioral Sciences and Education. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Kaselka. We will now recognize the award recipients from the School of Humanities. I invite Dr. Beck to distribute the awards.
Thank you, Dr. Clark. I'll answer to any name. I am so thrilled to be with you today. Can you feel how bright the lights are? And I don't mean these lights. I mean those lights. Your brilliance has brought you here today. The brilliance of these students has brought all of us here today to recognize you, and we're so proud to do it. I should tell you, our faculty think you're brilliant. Our faculty know you're brilliant. Many of you have gotten jobs already after graduation because you're brilliant. Many of you are going to graduate school after graduation because you're brilliant. And we are just so excited to celebrate your brilliance today. So let me begin with the first brilliant student. Presenting the Outstanding Undergraduate Creative Writing Award and the Outstanding Achievement in Journalism Award is Professor Ashley Cowger.
Okay, I'm going to start with the Outstanding Undergraduate Creative Writing Award. So can Deani Kennedy please join me on stage? Deani has taken a wide variety of fiction courses, including 3 400-level courses on novel writing. In these courses, he's worked with the same set of characters, inspired by his love of anime, manga, and video games. Over the last 3 years, Professor Garrity notes that she's been so happy to see how much his storytelling, character development, and style have evolved. Furthermore, Dr. Garrity notes, quote, "I've never worked with a student who takes criticism better. Through the feedback he received from his classmates and me in 212 and 412, he was able to see how the audience didn't see his scenes as clearly as he did and realized he needed to slow down and focus on developing his characters more fully. Such attention to revision has enabled him to develop his characters in quieter, more introspective moments. He also takes great care in developing his female characters while avoiding the cliches that are so common in anime, manga, and video games. In challenging the conventions of the genres he likes best, he's making his work more accessible to a wider audience who aren't frequent consumers of anime and manga. Diani's writing sample included both fiction and manga, showcasing his ability to tell engaging stories in multiple genres. And I also want to add that I believe the first 2 books of his manga anime-inspired superhero collection are available. So do check those out. You can get them on Amazon. Congratulations, Diani. I'm also going to, on behalf of the communications program, I'm going to present the award for our Outstanding Achievement Award in Journalism undergraduate to Shayna McLaren. So if Shayna can join us on stage. So Shayna has worked as a writer / producer and editor-in-chief of the Nittany Watch broadcast show and the Blue and White Journal student newspaper. You can find Shayna's work in every episode of Nittany Watch through her work as one of the hosts, as well as the news packages she produces. She is also a strong presence in the pages of the Blue and White Journal as both writer and editor. She works with the writers of the paper to produce strong stories and leads by example. Shayna has taken it upon herself to expand the capability and knowledge of the online Blue and White Journal site by using her ability to think outside the box, express herself creatively, and present a fresh look at the world around her. The site speaks for itself, so check it out. It's pshblueandwhitejournal.com. And I want to add, I had the absolute pleasure of working with Shayna in my science and literature course, and her contributions to class discussions as well as her written assignments were just absolutely stellar. She always pushed the discussion further and helped really push everybody's thinking on the issues further. So join me in congratulating Shayna.
Presenting the Creative Achievement Award in the Visual Arts undergraduate and the Media Arts Award undergraduate is Professor Elizabeth Dunham.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my great honor to be here to acknowledge 2 of my former students in Com 150, which is a cinema art class, and they both worked collaboratively on this project. And first, I'll be awarding the Creative Achievement Award in the Visual Arts for undergraduate. So I'd like to call Erin Lee to step forward, please. Aaron is receiving this distinguished award this afternoon because of his short film that he co-created for my class called Agape. Aaron wrote and directed this film, which is no small feat. We know that even in the professional world, it's very difficult to write and direct a piece, so I'm immensely proud of the work that he did. I also want to say that this class is not a production class, that students have the option to either analyze and write a paper or to create a short film. And so again, I'm very proud of you, Aaron, for doing that. Agape tells the story of an aspiring writer from Korea who moves to America to pursue his dream of becoming a full-time writer. Along the way, he struggles with self-doubt until he meets a young woman and unexpectedly falls in love. Aaron is receiving this award for not only creating this absolutely beautifully shot film, which encompasses not only the hallmarks of great storytelling, but some of the other terms that we learn about in film class, such as powerful symbolism and motifs, mise-en-scène, and lighting and photography. So again, Aaron, my heartfelt congratulations, and thank you so much for your hard work in my class. Much appreciated. Congratulations. Also for the same project, I would like to call Sumin Chung to the stage. Sumin is receiving the Media Arts Award for undergraduates. Sumin worked alongside collaboratively with Aaron to again create this stellar film that I will be using. They gave me permission in future classes as an exemplary example of what it takes to make a short film. Sumin starred in the film, which again, this is not an acting class, so those of you who are in theater and acting, again, was just very, very convincing. And so I'm very inspired by that. Sumin also provided the English translation since this is a Korean film, and again, that is takes a lot of time and effort as well, and I appreciate it so it could be inclusive for everyone in our class. Again, I congratulate Sumin for helping to create this beautiful short film, which, as I said, had beautiful lighting, photography, acting, and again, great compelling storytelling. So thank you, Sumin, and congratulations. It's been my honor to have you and Aaron as students.
Presenting the William J. Mahar Award of Excellence in the Performing Arts Theater is our theater professor, Dr. Maria Enriquez.
I am delighted to present this award to Maya Kupfer. Maya, will you please join us? It was only a week ago when many of you saw Maya on this stage in the role of Sally Bowles in Cabaret. And for those of you who know that role, you know how demanding it is. I'm getting a little emotional. I'm a theater person, so I get emotional. My apologies. But it just speaks to how amazing this person is, how she's touched the hearts and the minds and the lives of everyone here on this campus. In addition to her amazing performance abilities, Maya has also served as the costume designer for many of Penn State Harrisburg productions, including A Midsummer Night's Dream just this past fall, and A Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. She was also Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors last spring. And in addition, her efforts as Sally qualified her to compete for the National Irene Ryan Scholarship at the 2023 Kennedy Center American College Theater Festival. In addition to her performance experience, she has consistently shown a strong commitment to the arts and humanities and is a well-liked and loved model student who has amazing potential for leadership. She participated in the Inspiration Photography exhibit in the Kulkarni Gallery, and you can see her face along all around the campus in that exhibit. And as secretary of the student-run theater production theater organization Capital Players, Maya has been a driving force in the extracurricular theater activities on campus for the past 4 years. She organizes community fundraisers, talent shows, and multiple creative outlets for her fellow students. And Maya has also worked in various capacities with the technical crew here for the McCond Kulkarni Theater and the communications department in the School of Humanities. Please join me in congratulating Maya Kupfer.
Presenting the Communication Sciences and Disorders Undergraduate Student Award and the Effective Speech Speaking Award is the leader of our Communication Sciences and Disorders program, Dr. Paul Evitz.
Hi, everybody. Let me swap these out. So it is my pleasure to welcome Alexa Lay up to the podium. The Communication Sciences and Disorders program is proud to award the inaugural CSD Undergraduate Student Award to Alexa Lay. Alexa was selected by the CSD faculty because of her stellar academics, her level of service to the program, and most importantly, because of her potential as a professional. Alexa is widely recognized as one of the top students in the CSD program and across the Penn State Harrisburg campus in general. Her level of dedication is greatly appreciated, and we are proud to present this first award to her. Congratulations. I'm also very proud to welcome Carlos Irizarry up to the stage. Hi, Carlos. So I'm presenting this on behalf of Dr. Stephanie Morrow, who wasn't able to be here today. We are proud to award this year's Effective Speech Award to Carlos Irizarry. Carlos is currently taking CAS 100A in Dr. Stephanie Morrow's class, who nominated him for this award. This class requires all students to present a speech on a belief they have, and Carlos presented his speech on his belief in the positive aspects of failure. Worked out well for you. He discussed how we're all born to fail, but it can bring us closer to success. His delivery was perfect. He used relevant narratives from his own life as a baseball player, and he had funny and entertaining examples throughout. His speech captivated his fellow classmates and overall was a wonderful example of public speaking. We are very happy and proud to award this year's Effective Speech to Carlos.
Presenting the William J. Mahar Award of Excellence in the Performing Arts Music is our music professor, Dr. Adam Gustafson.
I am so happy and honored to be inviting William Zhang up to receive this award. My earliest memory of working with Will took place in one of our choir rehearsals where I noticed at the end of the rehearsal, after listening to me fumble around on the piano for the better part of an hour, Will came up to me and was ever so politely trying to express to me that he also was a piano player, but he also, didn't want to be disrespectful in any way. And so after hemming and hawing around for a few minutes, I finally looked at Will and said, "Will, it's okay to say you're better than me. It's fine." He promptly said, "Yes, I am," and sat down and proved it and has been proving it ever since. It has been an absolute joy to work with you. Will has been an exceptional musician. Will has taken part in literally every music activity that you can take part in this year. He served on the campus band for 2 semesters. He was a wonderful tenor in campus choir for 2 semesters. And he also served as the keyboardist for our most recent production of Cabaret. He has been exceptionally busy. Sadly, Will is heading up to our satellite campus in University Park next year to pursue his studies. And I just want to say to you, I will miss you so much. It has been an absolute honor getting to work with you. Thank you.
presenting the Academy of American Poets Prize at Penn State Harrisburg. The Outstanding Analytical Scholarly Research Writing Award is Professor Jennifer Hurt.
Thank you, everyone. I'm going to start with the Outstanding Analytical and Scholarly Research Writing Award, which goes to Dustin Hyder. Dustin, please join me up here. I'm very excited to give this award to Dustin Hyder. Dustin has done exceptional writing in both the critical and creative arenas. He has published his creative writing in our campus literary magazines, and then for this award specifically, he submitted 2 accomplished research papers, one written for Dr. Stockstill's Introduction to Creative Reading, or Critical Reading, and the other written for Dr. Blyman's Science Fiction course, demonstrating his range of skills in writing. Dustin's work is exciting to read, and he has outstanding skill when it comes to comprehension and insight. He is also a member of Sigma Tau Delta, our English Honor Society, and he is a double major in American Studies and English with a creative writing focus. His track record of excellence in all his coursework and his insightful analytical writing for this award shows that he is uniquely deserving of this recognition. Congratulations, Dustin. And next is the Academy of American Poets Prize at Penn State Harrisburg, and this goes to Kayla Garman. While the competition for this year's AAP prize was fierce, Kayla's poem emerged as a standout and was chosen unanimously by the judges. The poem, entitled At the Skeet Shoot the Day After Sandy Hook, engages with one of the nation's most pressing social issues with sensitivity, intelligence, and mature artistry. Where a poet with a different sensibility might have lapsed into didacticism, Kayla's speaker in this poem recounts the details of the skeet shoot and the litany of school shootings with a calm, keen eye for precise detail. Her poem highlights the need for more lyrical narratives in our troubled times. Congratulations, Kayla.
Presenting the Composition Writing Award is Dr. Megan McGee Yinger.
Thank you, everyone. I'm very excited to present this award to Ayamide Ojoa. If you could join me on stage, please. So this award is for an excellent piece of writing in our composition program, either in English 15 or English 30, which is a class that many students see as perhaps an obligation. Tomi, which is the name she prefers to go by, she took this as an opportunity to explore something different. Our class's theme this past semester was television, and she chose to write her paper on the role of magical realism in adult animation, so shows such as Simpsons and Family Guy. It was thrilling to see this go from a kernel of an idea, I want to write about Family Guy and The Simpsons, and I was like, yes, let's do it, to something so much more mature than we typically see in our introductory courses. So for her excellence in maturity and peer review, again, a lot of students see this as an obligation. Not only did she take feedback from myself and her peers and really invested it into her writing, she also made her peers' writing better by providing really effective feedback. So I'd like to award the Composition Award to Tomi Ojoa.
We're now at our last three awards, and these are American Studies Awards, and they've been voted on by the entire American Studies faculty. Presenting these three awards, the Outstanding Writing Award graduate, the Sue Samuel Award for Academic Excellence in American Studies, PhD, and the George D. Wolfe Award for Academic Excellence in American Studies, BA, is Dr. Mary Zaborskis.
Hello. For the first award, I would like to invite Megan Gilbert up to the stage. So Megan's work in the American Studies major reflects a deep desire to understand the relationship between histories, cultural knowledge, and material encountered in the classroom with the world outside of that classroom. American Studies has become a lens through which Megan has honed her commitments to social justice, discerning the effects of systems of power, especially on marginalized groups, and building communities and solidarities. Her critical thinking, writing, and commentary in classes have always been top-notch, and she fuses creative and scholarly work in impactful ways, and we are thrilled to award her with this recognition today. It is my honor to present the Outstanding Writing Award graduate to Jeremy Borum. So please come up, Jeremy. So Jeremy is currently a star student in our American Studies PhD program. As exemplified by his final paper produced for our Gender and Culture graduate seminar, Jeremy is invested in researching whose stories and experiences are included in LGBTQ+ history and narratives. He is especially keen on considering these issues in the context of the AIDS crisis, and he wrote a just utterly fantastic seminar paper on the landscape prints of a very understudied queer visual artist, Robert Tishane, whose mixed method work engaged in transnational, affective, and political critiques of the crisis. This paper will serve as the basis for an article that is destined to contribute importantly to the fields of queer studies, material culture, and visual culture. We are so proud of the work that you have done in our program, Jeremy. Congratulations. And it is my final pleasure today to present the Sue Samuelson Award for Academic Excellence in American Studies to Maria Ravito. Please come up, Maria. So Maria is a stellar candidate in the PhD program working at the intersections of disability studies, feminist studies, and medical humanities. Maria executes her interdisciplinary work with theoretical sophistication and a rigorous critical inquiry grounded in these fields of knowledge as well as her embodied experiences. Maria's dissertation brings together a range of materials, medical, theoretical, philosophical, literary, and digital, to explore the cultural history of gynecological disabilities. She has already established herself as an interlocutor in her fields through an impressive publication record rarely seen for a graduate student, much less one who is in the thick of the dissertation stage. And we are so excited for the work that she is going to continue to accomplish here and beyond Penn State Harrisburg. Congratulations, Maria.
This concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Humanities.
Thank you, Dr. Beck. I'd now like to invite Chancellor Mason to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Clark, and thank you all for making a decision today to be with us. I have a few comments to close today. So first of all, we certainly aim to celebrate excellence in everything that we do at Penn State Harrisburg as far as our community is concerned. But certainly recognizing the achievements of our students is central to all of our core. Many have had the opportunities to hear me speak to this in other occasions. I only mention this that to continue to emphasize that each day we're facing some challenges or some questions or even disagreements. I ask only one question: what's in the best interest of the students? So at the end of the day, if we just remember that part, all the other things become problems that have a solution. So I thank you all. Isn't it amazing when we can hear about the accomplishments we have there? I'm going to turn now a little bit upside down. For all the students, can you recognize all the people in the room that helped you achieve the great things that you're able to do? We also took the opportunity, some of you may recall, as our campus was growing and we tried to recognize the students, we got to the point where there wasn't enough elbow room, but I really do like the idea of dealing with it as in individual schools. I think it also brings out some of the expertise in each schools and certainly helps to give a little bit of time to explain and express what were the accomplishments of the students that are receiving the awards. It's a little better than just reading a name and handing the award. So I thank you all for the way you've organized it, the presenters, and also the manner and the professionalism of all the students in this room. There's another opportunity that we have, and that is to make sure that we recognize the faculty and staff that assist the students every single day. So if the entire audience, one more time, can we show recognition for the people that serve our community every single day here at Penn State Harrisburg. And now, if I am correct, please rise and join in the singing of the Penn State alma mater. And that's going to be led by Penn State Harrisburg Campus Choir under the direction of Dr. Adam Gustafson. Great. Thank you all very much. I was wondering where all the students were going to come from, but it all worked out. Oh, that's great. Following the ceremony, may I have your one attention? Well, just please join the faculty and staff out in the lobby area for a brief reception. Thank you all for coming. Have a great day.